Richard Ortiz, your host of TheFightersVoice.com. Every Saturday on Radio 1680 AM. Voiceography at its finest. Remember, every fighter has a voice.
And so do you at 1680 AM, The Fighter's Voice, in collaboration with The Answer. Hey, this next segment is sponsored by Serrano's Furniture in Fresno, California. If you want furniture, you need furniture, call Serrano's Furniture, or we'll just go knocking on your door and drop you off some Serrano's Furniture as long as you pay the bill. Enough said right here. Hey, I'm going to talk to Marcos the Mad Man Hernandez. We have him here in studio. You know, this guy's always giving back. He's a humble man. He's a family man. And I always said it best. I did say this. You will find Marcos the Mad Man Hernandez. You'll be quick to find him at Disneyland with his family before you find him in a nightclub. Ooh, did that hurt? You know who you are. Hey, talking about helping out. Is there any foundations you're involved in?
No, but I was glad to go to we have a young fighter at my gym. He invited me to go to a career day at his middle school. So I want to go talk to that. That's what I've done recently, just a couple weeks ago, which was fun to get to talk to kids. They're really excited. I actually gave them some signed gloves for my last fight.
Awesome, man.
Which
I don't got no gloves that are signed from the Madman. Finish your story, bro.
And it was a good experience to get just to talk to kids about what I do
and just see that look in their eye, right?
Yeah, and just show them that with hard work you could do anything.
Well, you know, we're going to make sure that you're a visitor of the Richie Ortiz Foundation. Thumbs up for Richie. We're about ready to start that, and we're going to launch that. We're going to do a walk. It's going to be a foundation walk this summer. I definitely want the Madman there. We'll set you up in a canopy. I want you to take part in this walk, set you up in a canopy, give away some pictures, give away some autographs, and just be a part of that, because I think that's good. A person in your career, as you like to give back, and
of course.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that when that takes place. Now, I got to ask you about some other things that are taking place in the news. Did you happen to catch that press conference with Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman? Did you happen to catch that?
Yes, I did.
And, you know, that fight is anticipation. It's going to unify both the WBA and the WBC titles.
That's a great fight right there.
In New York City.
That's a great fight that we actually got a date to this year. That's probably going to be the best of the year.
Let's talk about that fight. First, let's talk about that press conference, man. Did you catch that with Danny Garcia Sr.?
Yeah, very wild, very wild. I'm glad my father is not like that.
Okay, you know what? And let's talk about your father. How is that working with you, having your father in the corner?
It's great. He lets me be me in there. He doesn't try to make me a robot that fights the way he wants me to fight. He lets me fight how I fight, and just tries to polish things.
Right, he allows you to use your skill set, correct?
He lets me do what I like to do, and he likes to polish things, and he just gives me advice on how to do it.
Do you see any similarities with father-son relationships in the pro ranks today that you can say, okay, I kind of have that same similarity with these fighters? Because you had Shane Mosley in the corner, you had Trinidad and his dad in the corner, and then you see Danny Swift Garcia and his father. Oh, and also the Ghost, and he had his father in the corner.
Ruben and Robert, yeah. I don't know. Me and my dad have a certain relationship. I couldn't really compare it to other fighters and their dads. I don't know how they do stuff. I know how we do stuff, and we have a good relationship, and I like how things go with me and my father.
And he allows you to be you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want you to be allowed to pick a winner here, and who do you have and why? Minus that crazy press conference.
Garcia Thurman?
Garcia Thurman, okay. Break it down for me. Starting now with the Madman.
That's a tough pick 'em fight, really. It could go either way, but let me try to give you an answer.
Okay. That's a plug, the answer.
That's tough. Let me see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I'm gonna go right now with Thurman, just because I didn't like how Garcia's father acted. I got a lot of respect for Garcia. I don't think he's a cherry picker out other people say he is. If you look at his top 4 opponents, they're better than Keith Thurman's top 4 opponents. So I don't know how you call him a cherry picker.
What are Keith Thurman's strengths? How would you prepare yourself to fight Keith Thurman? I mean, what do you think his strengths are?
Well, when he was first coming up, he was coming down and knocking guys out, and all of a sudden he fought this guy named Diego Chavez, who he tried to just come out and go forward like he usually does. he tried to do that, and this Argentina Diego Chavez wasn't letting him have it. He was so he won the fight. He started boxing though. He started boxing and moving. We're just gonna have to see who lands. I think a punch could probably change the fight.
I'm gonna ask you again the same question next week, and I'm gonna ask you hours before the fight, so it's gonna go back and forth.
You'll probably have a different answer every time too.
And you know what? I can respect that. Can you see Danny Garcia being successful if he goes backwards?
We'll see. He went backwards at moments with Lucas Matisse, who was a killer at the time and hasn't been the same since that fight with Garcia.
Actually,
So,
you're right.
we'll see.
You're right. Batista was supposed to win that fight on paper.
Oh yeah, so was Amir Khan before he got knocked out by Garcia.
Yeah, that's right. So I would say Garcia steps up to level competition.
He got 2 big wins while being an underdog, and people call him a cherry picker, which I think is very disrespectful to him.
Well, the ones that are saying that are the ones that aren't getting the big calls, the big names, and the pay-per-view numbers. So they got, we can call it. You can call them haters all you want.
Yeah.
I don't think he's cherry picking there, man. I mean, he's been in the game for a while, and every once in a while, if he wants to just pick one, but he hasn't. I mean, hey, man, the guy's putting his life at risk, making the numbers, pushing the fight, and he's undefeated.
Can't fight Keith Thurman every fight. That's all.
No, you can't. Keith Thurman, I was very surprised at that press conference that he kept his composure, he kept his wits, and he was a true professional.
Yeah, great man.
Yeah, and a strong man.
Yeah.
And you know what? But I can't see him making 147s too much longer. Speaking of too much longer, we're going to take a break right now. But when we come back, I want your take on Julio Cesar Chavez attempting to make 154s.
65.
160. Yeah, 164.5 to come down and fight Canelo. That's going to be our next topic right now. Here with the Fighter's Voice, 1680 AM. Every fighter has a voice, and so do you. After this commercial break with The Answer.